Well, he's a rare combination of speed, athleticism, phenomenal ball skills, really strong hands. I'm talking about a guy that when you see some guys catch the ball away from their body and a DB can get a hand in there and poke it out or try to rip the hands apart. It's amazing. I've seen him so many times where you would think that the DB is going to be able to win that play, but they can't. He's physically one of the strongest receivers I've ever been around. On top of that, I'll just add the fact that you're getting a phenomenal worker in Jamar Chase. And the kids here at LSU, they pay a price. It is a demanding, physical program where the off season and the summer is more difficult than the in season because they really they're put through the paces by the strength coach and the coaching staff, what they can do. And these kids, they really learn how to work. There's a discipline among them. Jamar in the off-season program, no one could touch him. He was phenomenal, whether it was pushing sleds, whether it was flipping tires. He was going to be number one in every group and going against the best guys in his group so that he could show that he was the number one guy in everything, changing direction drills. That really stood out to me when I started watching him and looking at him compared to other terrific athletes that we have. And he would just be beating them by 2, 3, 4 steps in drills where, short areas drills where he shouldn't be able to do that, but he did. Strength, I mean, really strong, powerful. I'd say compact because he's not a 6'4" type guy. He's 6 foot, 6'1", but he's a very, very strong and explosive guy. And he makes the athletic catches. He makes the contested catches. Excuse me. Every day in practice, he would go against the top DBs, and we have some really top DBs here in practice. And he makes sure he was going against the very best in every rep. And in his mind, he's never going to lose a rep. That's, kind of how Ocho Cinco used to be in that, nobody could cover him type of thing. Yep. Well, he's got that a little different personality, but yet there's a confidence about him that he doesn't believe there's anybody out there that's going to be able to cover him and stay with him consistently. And he proves that.
I think the Bengals are thinking about, lining him out there at X a good amount of time, being the split end and just get that one-on-one coverage and just go to town. Just let it happen. Do you think he projects well in that role?
I do, but I also think he's got versatility. Right. I think he's got the shiftiness to move inside if you need him to. I think he's ideal for the X position, as you said, because he's a very good deep threat. He knows how to position himself, even if someone can stay with him. First of all, he's really good releasing off the line, and he's mature beyond his age in terms of that. In terms of a lot of college guys, when you get up there and you press them, they haven't had the experience because not that many teams in college do press as consistently as we might, or a few teams like us and a few others. But because of that fact, that's going to help him make the transition because he's seen that every day in practice and gone against good players to do that. But my point is he's not a one-move guy coming off the line. He has multiple ways of getting his release, and then he's got that real kind of a way of positioning himself to where he's the only one that's going to have a shot to go get the ball. And that body position, that last little shove, that last little nudge to get yourself separation. He's really good at that type of thing. So, I expect him to have great success at the next level because he's an extremely talented guy. He's focused, and he is a phenomenal worker. Yeah, no one's going to outwork him.
Hi, Dave Lapham here. Have you heard about In the Trenches with Dave Lapham, presented by First Star Logistics? Catch new episodes from the world of sports and broadcasting. Search for In the Trenches with Dave Lapham on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.